Welcome to the Paws Perspective.
The podcast where we help dog owners feel calmer, clearer and more confident by understanding what's really going on behind their dog's behaviour.
We're Pat and Molly from Flying Paws Dog Training, and each episode we break down behaviour, training and real life challenges in a way that actually makes sense.
From puppies and adolescents, breed traits and everyday training struggles, we focus on working with your dog's instincts, not against them.
Whether you're trying to prevent problems before they start or you're feeling stuck and not sure what to do next,
you're in the right place.
So grab a coffee, clip on the lead,
and let's get into today's episode.
Good afternoon, Molly. How are we today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad at all. Have to make possibly some might be sorry if there's a bit of noise in the background because we've got Zan in here today. And there's potential.
He's normally booted.
That he could have a little roof if he hears a bit of a noise outside. He just likes to let us know that things are happening.
But he can't be booted at the moment, can he?
No, he can't be booted. Don't want him outside at the moment. Although
he's got a sore leg.
Yeah, he does go outside in his little pen, but I don't want to put him out there in the cold. So apologies if there's a little bit of a roof in the background that Molly can't get out. Otherwise, what are we going to have a chat about today?
Well, this is your topic?
Yeah, I came up with one. Not very often I come up with a topic, is it?
You were surprised when I was like, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, I know, because usually it's if I do come up with one, it's like, yeah, that's crap.
So when have I ever said that's crap?
You probably haven't said that, but yeah, anyway. So it is about... well, we haven't really got a name for it, but it's talking about what you would train your dog.
Or what you would train.
Or what,
it's not very good English.
Or what you would teach your dog.
What you would train your dog.
Yeah. How do I train my dragon?
Oh, God.
Anyway, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
It is.
What do I teach my dog or what do I teach my puppy before it becomes a dog? So I thought it would be an interesting one because each of us have got different expectations. You're over there cacking yourself now.
Hurry up.
So we've all got different expectations and we've all got, it's not just expectations, but I think it's different things that we enjoy. Like what one person might like to teach their pup, another person would just look at it and go, why the hell would I want to do that?
I don't necessarily think it's even skills. It's just different things that we might teach or train in a dog to fit in with our life.
Yep, that too.
That doesn't fit in someone else's life.
Mm-hmm. Yep, or just something random that means nothing, but you just want to do it.
Yeah, there's multiple. It's multifaceted.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you then what, and I guess we've got a example laying on the floor here with Foxy.
I was going to say, does he have a name?
Yeah, Foxy, example A. What sort of things, because I guess we should say when you came with Murph 11 years ago.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah, it makes Murph feel old. I
think Murph just feels old.
Then you continued on to numerous classes. It was very different. It was very obedience based.
Yeah.
Back then. Now we don't teach a lot of those. We teach some of those skills, but not all of them.
Or teach them in a different way. That might mean a different thing.
Yes. But so you've had Foxy. Yep. He came along a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So what did you think? What were the things, I guess, first up that you thought you wanted to do with him? Like what sort of relationship did you want to build? Or is it just that you wanted to build a relationship?
Probably just first straight off the bat was just build a relationship. Because, I think something we see at times is people thinking they've got a good relationship with their dog, and they do, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't necessarily mean like you trust them
Mm-hmm.
or your dog trusts you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can, you can see that in people, like, not to throw him under the bus, but like obviously you and Craig have a pretty good relationship, but you have said he has thrown you into a barn and shut the door when there was a snake, so you don't trust him around snakes.
Yeah, true.
So it can be, it can be like that. And this is where I just want a dog that is like, okay, you've got it. And I think and that's a lot of things in life. That's just not, I'm probably not explaining this 100%, but I think a lot of that comes back to Murph, and the incident that changed him was out of my control.
Yeah.
And from there, I think he felt like he had to handle a lot of situations before we rebuilt the relationship to say, hey, I can actually handle some of these things. And I think probably fair enough, like I was very young at the time. I probably couldn't handle the situations to start with.
Yeah.
And whether he knew that, whether it was just I wasn't handling it properly, whatever, that's why we were seeing some of the behaviours probably that we saw. I just wanted Fox to go to learn that, I can come to you.
Yep.
And I think, you're probably better judgment than I am of my relationship with Fox because you are an outside observer. I think actually there was an incident on Saturday, and I think that pretty much proved that if he's not sure about something, it's like, I want mum.
Yeah.
And that's what I want, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. So, the main thing you started with was to build a relationship.
Yeah.
So after that, what sort of things did you want to do with him?
I think it's interesting you say that because looking back on it, reflecting about it, probably pretty much as you asked me this, I've obviously told the story on here before, so I won't go into huge amounts of detail with it, but Fox was not planned.
Mm-hmm.
I inquired about him, and like a week and a half later, it's like, there's a puppy coming. And it was very quick for everybody.
Yes.
And did you think that day when I went and made that phone call that I'd be coming back pretty much going, I think I'm getting a puppy?
No, not really.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. And I think I hadn't really, and you will tell me I'm not exactly a forward thinker anyway.
No, let's just do something now.
Well, it's forward thinking. It's thinking about 2 minutes in advance. I didn't go, I want a demo dog.
Yeah.
Or I want an agility dog, or I want a sports dog, or the only expectation was like, I just want a dog that's going to fit into my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because probably part of it was I hadn't thought about it. It was like, that's a nice puppy. Okay, he's on a plane in a week and a half. So I don't think I had any expectations going in for him, but I also don't think that's a bad thing.
Yep.
Because I think we see a lot of people that they want this for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
It might be I want to be able to walk the dog, or I might be able to let it off at the beach, or I want it to be friendly and socialised, not necessarily like I said before, sports or anything like that. And for some reason that's just not happening.
Yep.
And then we put more pressure on ourselves and the dog.
Yep.
I think some of that probably also comes down maybe to personalities, like a little bit. I'm probably not a massive stressor necessarily about what's happening in the future.
Yeah. Yes, we know that.
So, yeah, I don't think I necessarily had anything like I want to do this with him. And I think a lot of people think we wanted a demo dog.
Mm-hmm.
But he pretty much, I think we both worked out fairly quickly he liked being in class.
Yeah.
And he was the right temperament to be a demo, and he still is the right temperament to be a demo dog.
Yep.
Zanny, who was looking at you very lovingly on the hand, was saying, what about me? Was I not good enough to be a demo dog? So I think a lot of the things that I wanted for him was just to be able to go for a walk.
Yeah. So would you, if we're looking at, let's call them skills,
Yeah.
is going for a walk the main skill that you wanted then?
Probably in a roundabout way, yeah. And recall, which are two fairly common things.
Yep, which are. Yeah, most people want to be able to do those sorts of things. Um, anything else? Or just
Probably not. I mean, I probably will be the first person to say I didn't put enough actual effort into teaching walking with him.
Mhm.
He can be very pulley on the lead when he wants to be. He's probably, as he's got a little bit older, he's probably has settled a little bit, probably not too bad, but I never actively went, I'm going to teach loose lead walking or a check-in.
you just went for a walk.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you wanted, just to go for a walk.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Someone's ears are perking up when you say walk, and it's not the dog whose ears usually perks up.
So, is there anything then that you've taught him that is just something that you taught him because it's just something that you like to do? Or
I don't know.
because there's a few things that he does that have just sort of happened, haven't they?
Like,
like his middle and backing up and those sorts of.
yeah, well, the backing up, like I will say to anyone, this dog goes backwards more than he goes forwards, really, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that was I was very lucky in that I could capture and train something really quickly that a lot of people, and I spent ages with Murph teaching him back up. So I think the thing is, I'm like 2 months maybe into my course now.
Yep.
Does that sound about right? And I realized this is doing this course and training that I need to do with him for this course is probably the first time in his life that I have sat down and done structured training with him.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It is. A lot of the other training has come, I guess, from being in classes.
Yep.
Which I suppose you could argue is structured training, but it's not in like I'm going to do.
It's not training for him. It's just sort of like being a demo or doing stuff and
which obviously he learns as well. But so sitting down and doing some of these actual structured training sessions have been quite interesting. I think I've learnt more about him.
Okay.
Doing this.
That's interesting. Isn't it?
But no, there's probably makes me sound like a really bad dog trainer, doesn't it? There's nothing I want to teach him. Probably one thing I have taught him actually that I never taught Murph, and he's like 80% probably. He's probably not 100% at it. Is the orbit, like going backwards around me.
Yep.
But again, that was fairly easy because
he likes going backwards.
Yeah.
So I guess you've done things with him, but you've taken behaviours that he's presented and then moved on with them, sort of thing.
Which I think in a way I've probably found more enjoyable training him because they're doing things that he actually, like if he's presenting them,
he's liking them more.
He wants to do them. So, yeah.
What about in classes we teach? Well, we teach a lot of things, but I think for puppy people, there are specific things that are very valuable to teach.
Yep.
And those are some of our cooperative care behaviours.
Yes.
So, being able to touch their ears and their eyes and teeth are important ones. Also being able to touch their feet. Those sorts of things, because most dogs are going to need their nails trimmed. Some of them will need their hair around their pads trimmed. So those sorts of things are very important, I think, as well, to teach. But then, like you say, you've got your recall, loose lead walking that most people want as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think those things, when you think about it, at the crux of them, I realised I said that this morning. I thought I say crux a lot. At the crux of it, and it can be hard to convey this to people in a way that, again, going back to this relationship, doesn't sound like you're taking a pot shot, but they are relationship problems that people, when they come with the dog slightly older, and we might not be recalling or we might not be, there is something in the relationship that means I don't want to come back to you or the world is more exciting than you. So I think that's why for me it's probably one of the most important things to build and just to get to know the dog.
Yeah.
Because as we've said on here before, if I treated Fox like he was Zan just because he was a border collie, we're not going to get very far.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all different.
Yeah.
All right. So that's interesting.
So what about you then? Obviously you're 8 years since you've had a puppy.
Yeah.
And probably be 8 years since you get a puppy or till you get a puppy.
Yeah.
Because you've said you probably most likely won't while you've
Zan's
got
alive.
Zanny.
No, I think I'm just a one dog household now.
Unless something happens. We can never say never.
Never say never. But yeah, I don't reckon we will.
I might run away and you might inherit in Fox.
Oh gosh, Foxy.
You'd love that. You love him. Love trading him.
Yeah.
Like, why is he so slow?
Oh dear.
Your first call of action would be, how do I speed him up?
Yeah, that'd be about it. Yeah, I think I think you're right. Relationship building is really important. Also, probably just doing nothing, just sitting watching the world go by. I think I would do that a lot more than I probably ever did, because I think actually that's a really important skill to have.
Yeah, I think
especially for some breeds.
I think with Fox, I'm not going to say fluke that, but fluke that because he got a lot of that in classes.
Yeah.
But also he's never been a blunger. So I've never had to like worry about, well, we'll go and sit like 10 miles away from things like, you probably would because you've had Zan, do those sorts of things.
Movement orientated.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'd do that with whatever breed I got.
There's options now, is there? I thought there was one.
Yeah, well, there's pretty much only one. So I think that and recall and walking, because we all want to take our dogs for a walk. So I think that's an important one.
Yeah.
I'd probably, I guess, maybe try to really split the walking as in an actual let's go for a walk and a sniffy walk. I think I'd try to somehow have the two different walks so that a pup understood a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I like some of the obedience type stuff. Definitely teach the cooperative care and all that sort of thing. But
when we say obedience too, you're talking about the dog sport obedience.
Yes, I am.
Just to clarify.
Yep. So I like fiddling around with getting them into heel position, which is being on your left side next to you, and just staying close by. So I think I'd probably fiddle around just because I like fiddling around with that. I think I'd do that. I always wanted a dog that would be in front of me and then would flip next to me, which took a fair bit of work, but Zan's quite light on his feet, so he does that and does that quite well. I think I'd fiddle around. I think it's just things that you like mucking around with. So it's not really of any importance to anyone, but it's just something that I like mucking around with. So I'd probably fiddle around with some of those, old school type obedience things. Yeah.
Do you think, and you might not, you might say nah, but do you think, again, I think you base a lot of, not you specifically, but people in general, base a lot of what I'm going to work on with this dog with what didn't go right with the last dog?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think you would, recall would be a bigger priority than maybe it was with Zan?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that I hope when I get my next pup that I've got more time. And I know it's an excuse to say I didn't have enough time to spend with him. But, we all have life, we all have work, and sometimes we don't put enough time into things. We think we do, but, you know.
Or we know we don't.
Yeah. So I manage his recall a bit, which, to be honest, doesn't really bother me.
No, which is why I asked if you would do more. Like, would you
But I
like
would.
a dog that
Yeah.
had a better recall than him?
Yeah, probably.
Or does it
I
not
don't
worry?
know. It's the recall. It's just Riley and Tanner used to just hang with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd wander
Which Murph
around.
and Fox probably do.
Yeah,
like when we were away last week, Zan obviously didn't come down to. We had river access, and he didn't come down there. But like those situations, I've never worried about letting Fox off the lead because there's bush and stuff, but he's not. Like he didn't even look like he was going to go up there.
Yeah.
Where I know your only thought would be that's where Zan would end up.
Oh yeah, and look, Riley used to down at Ping when we had bush, and she'd nick off sometimes, and you'd bellow and holler a couple of times, and you'd hear a chink of a collar clanging, and she'd come back. So I guess they did have. I worked a lot on Riley's recall because that was one of the things I wanted. Tanner was different.
You probably needed to with Riley.
Yeah. Well, she's more
Unknowingly.
independent like Zan. Tanner was more like Fox. He just would hang, didn't go very far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess Riley was an only dog when I got her, and did do a lot of work with her. But Zan probably needed that work. But after having Tanner, maybe, and just a lot of things happened, and just didn't spend the time. So yeah, definitely the next dog I would prioritise recall. Just I think so that I could have it, just wandering around and it wouldn't go too far from me, and you could call it back and that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
I think relationship building and probably recall for me would be the two major things.
Yeah.
But also along those, I do definitely the cooperative care and brushing and all that sort of stuff, because long-haired dogs, you do need to be able to wash them, you do need to be able to brush them, and you do need to be able to trim their feet.
The cooperative care is interesting too, I think, because, over the last couple of months, Fox has had a few, I'm going to say physical issues, but he has done something to a muscle in his back most likely.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had a few vet visits trying to work out what's going on. And it wasn't until, I think we've had 3, maybe 4 now, specifically for this in the last 2 months, maybe 3 months. And it wasn't until the last vet visit I came back and I said to you, there was a vet nurse at the clinic who was out at reception that we both know, but I've known her for a long time. And he had his vaccinations as well. So I'd left his book in the car. I put Fox in the car, came back out and was talking to her, and the vet came out to sign the book. And she said to me, like, oh, how's he going? Like, how did he go at his appointment? I said, oh, yeah, he went all right. And the vet said, no, he's really good. And I was like, oh, because like you're seeing,
Yeah.
like he's getting poked and prodded, the poor thing. He's like, I like you, but I'm not sure I like it here as much anymore. But he's like back to getting better with that. And I suppose I said to you when I got back, I said, I hadn't really thought of the fact that, yeah, for them, because I've done so much cooperative care with him, he is fairly easy. Like he is getting poked and prodded, but I've never been worried about him doing anything to the vet. I can just give him some treats and he'll stand there and I tell him what's going to happen. And he's just like, yep, okay, this is crap, but it'll be over in a second because we've put that effort in. So I think, again, that would be high up my priority list.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and that sort of stuff is, you can do it while you're watching TV or that sort of stuff.
Even just when she checked his eyes and ears and stuff, being able to say eyes and ears, and he's like, oh, yeah, okay, I get what that means.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he does get that a lot, to be fair, because we do it in puppy class. So he does it 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Probably 3 times a week. But
it shows you, though, that, how much you should do it.
Yeah. Which is, again, we don't all have time to do it that often.
No,
I
we
wouldn't
don't
do it anywhere near that often if it wasn't for puppy class.
Yeah. But, no, it is definitely a valuable thing to do. And that's really, like, we still do it, you do it with Murph, I do it with Zen every now and again, or on a pretty semi-regular basis, really. So definitely very valuable behaviours to do, and do them for the rest of their life. So
Yeah.
that it is easy. And, look in their mouth, do tonsils,
Yeah.
brush their teeth with a brush, all that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. So pick their feet up, play with their feet on a regular basis. So it's not just picking my feet up and I'm going to have my nails trimmed, or you're going to cut my pads with cut the hair with the scissors, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just getting lifted up and touched there and then getting some treats. So
I think one behaviour that I have done with Fox, and I mucked around like 5-10% of it, previously, but I did for this course, and went, okay, we're going to do this because I have to do something, was a chin rest,
yeah,
which he now thinks is the best behaviour in the world, and will stick his chin on basically anything, won't he?
yep,
But I think that's something I would teach another dog, again, just if you do have cooperative care issues, having that stop-start behaviour
yeah,
on say on a cue, but on with a dog with an understanding of that behaviour that you can put on a stop-start, what's the word I'm looking for? Chain, I suppose, is probably not right, but anyway, is really, it's quite invaluable actually.
Oh, yeah, it is, and it gives them the opportunity to tell you if they're comfortable or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a really good one. That Zen does do he will rest his chin on a chair or something like that. But I did a chin rest in my hand. I did that a long time ago as part of the hand touches and different things like that I do with him. So yeah, I think I'd definitely teach something like that as well. For sure, they're really valuable, and you can say they're really valuable, but until maybe at a later date you need them, you don't realise just how valuable they are.
Yeah.
But they are really good ones. Anything else that what's some random thing that you'd like to teach Fox, or is there nothing? Or what have you taught him that's just totally random that you don't really need to teach him for anything particular? A bit like the orbit, you've done orbit.
Orbit. Yeah, for the course I'm doing, which is not for a random reason, but we're doing a lip lick.
Yeah, so that's
a stupid
different
thing that no one needs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's your favourite thing that you've taught him?
Oh, probably his scoot.
Yeah.
Where he's in a bow and he goes
backwards.
That's like kind of funny.
What about Murph? What have you taught him that is your favourite thing?
No, actually, probably one of my favourite things, which Fox does do, but again, this wasn't that hard to teach Fox, was getting Murph to back between my legs.
Yeah.
Because
he's big.
Well, and my legs aren't very long. So him actually being able to do that, and he used to love doing that. I don't think we've done that for a long time, with his age, but and his arthritis. But yeah, that was probably one of my favourites.
Yeah.
With him.
Yeah, and that's good. That looks good though. Back between legs.
What's your stupid thing you've taught old little knobber out there?
It'd have to be the handstand.
Oh, actually, the other. Sorry, we'll go back to your handstand in a second. The other thing I've taught Murph that I'd like to teach Fox. Actually, this is probably, and I just remembered I wanted to do that, and I forgot over the weekend. Is pull a tissue out of a box.
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't do that because Zen thought the box was more fun than the tissues.
Yeah, he did.
But his handstand's quite impressive.
Yeah, I still like to progress it a little bit, but
to what?
Well,
what, to no wall?
No, he will back up anything. Like he'll back up a wall or anything, but I'd actually like him to flip onto the wall.
Yeah,
but
do you think you'll get that now he's in the old dog club with his hobby leg?
Yeah, probably not. But no, it is quite impressive. He'll just back up a wall or back up anything back up steps, whatever's there. Probably the other one I like is, which I haven't done actually for a while, is roll up in a blanket.
Oh, yeah.
I had that going pretty
that
well.
wasn't going too bad.
I tell you one I did spend ages on, and I still haven't got it 100%, is hide face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, sometimes just those fun little ones are, Just muck around with your dog?
Yeah.
Anything? Mine's barking now.
This is why he's not allowed in when we film podcasts. Yeah.
All right, sorry about all the barking, everyone. I think that's about it.
Fox thinks something's happening out the window. Look at him, he can't work out what it's like.
He's barking at something. What's happening?
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, this dog.
If anyone's got anything interesting or they think's important to teach their dog, it'd be interesting for them to let us know.
Yes.
Send us a message, whatever. That'd be good. It's always interesting to know what people are interested in.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's about it, I think.
I think so.
If you've enjoyed this or any of our podcasts, don't forget to give us a 5-star review so we can get out there to more people around the world and around Tassie and around Australia. And don't forget to give us a follow.
Yep.
And we'll see you in the next one.